Okay, Grandma, let's have you pull in and park. Turn the wheel. Look up. Look out. Pull the car up to the line. Okay, she did that. Okay, Grandma, back up. But then she hits the gas real hard. No, Grandma, you got to lift your foot off. Okay, I'm sorry. Right? Because your grandson, you're not going to judge her. Okay, that's not your uncle, her son. That's not auntie, her daughter, your grandson. You're gonna love her regardless of what she does, right? So I'm trying to teach you to love your grandma unconditionally, man. That's real love right there. Jerking the wheel. She might be jerking the wheel because maybe she can't control it. And that's why that doctor's clearance is so important. And you might be the one to take her to a doctor's appointment. That's real right there. That's real love. And you do it because that's who you are. You don't do it for money. You don't do it, you think you're going to get something in the end. You just help. And you love your grandma. And you will fight for your grandma. You want to make sure she's okay. Thank you. Vision problems. How would you handle vision problems? Please type that in. Okay? I'm going to keep it going because I want to stay on track. Time vision problems. What happens? Natural aging affects night vision. You as beginning drivers, you don't have night vision. You don't have depth perception yet. Okay? You do have to wear glasses, but sometimes, and I'm not an eyeglass wearer yet, I don't have contacts, but you have light coming in through that lens and you might have a glare. Your windshield might not be real clean. And then we can go back to grandma's for a moment. Grandma's not gonna clean that window. She's not even gonna wash your car for a month. Bird poop on there. It's dirty. And so first thing you gonna do, Grandma, I'm gonna take the car for a wash. You gonna clean those windows, clean those headlights, clean those tail lights, and you might say, Grandma, I don't think you're ready to drive tonight. Right? You might have to say that and tell your mom, hey, Grandma, you can't drive tonight because you can't see. You gotta have that honest conversation. So you gotta keep those windows clean. We're talking about vision, regular eye checkups, and learning proper use of headlights. Make sure your headlights are about every 4 or 5 years. You might have to change the headlight bulbs to get nice, crispy, bright ones. Clean that windshield in and out. Okay, make sure everything is clean. Windows clean, clean outside, and then there's less glare. I've been in driver's ed cars where the glare is terrible and my students can't see. They're literally going off the road. And then I realized our windshield wiper blades were crappy. So we stopped. We drove to auto parts store. I had my student, here's to make him out of the car. We got your registration. Let's go inside. You tell the clerk what type of car it is. They ran it off. The guy or lady took us down the aisle. These are the windshield wiper blades. And I made them put them on. And guess what? When we got in the car, the windshield was clean. We were driving good. So you need to experience that. Also, real life struggling to see signs at night leads to missed turns. A lot of beginner drivers miss turns. And then upgrading to anti-glare lenses may help. A lot of people don't want to drive at night. I drive very few of you at night. It gets dark at 5:30. How would you handle multitasking? Driving is multitasking. How would you handle that? Multitasking means you do more than one thing. Example, I'm writing on the board. I got to take attendance. My principal just texts me. Okay, I got a parent outside the door. And then we get ready to do a quiz. I got to manage all these things. We're driving in the car. My student's going too fast. The other students are kind of distracting them. I got to focus. Abigail said, stay calm. Limited distractions. What you said. Okay? So, multitasking. Why does it happen? Scanning mirrors, gauges, surrounding leads to feeling overwhelmed. So I try to limit what you have to look for in the car. And I really try to keep it calm and chilled. That's so important. Driving is that skill that will bring independence. Driving does not make you an adult. Um, Deeper thinking, prioritize the most immediate threat. A car backing out. We're at the intersection. We got to look. We're in the downtown area. Pedestrians walking across the street. We're by a bar. People who are under the influence will run out across from us. It's Friday evening. People are hyped. Saturday evening. People are partying. You've got to be aware of these things and just take a step back. Give me a few more minutes. Regularly check your mirrors and blind spots. Social and emotional fears. Why do drivers compare themselves to other drivers? Why do drivers do that? What's the purpose of it? Why are you doing that? We're going deep. Why are you comparing yourself to? Because you will compare yourself to your mom, your dad, your sister. Well, I'm going to be a better driver than her. I know I am because they've had 3 accidents. And my mom has always told me, my dad's told me, we need you to be the better driver. Because some of you are the second or second. Your brother or sister's already driven. Your sister or brother's already driven. They're the third in the household. So I'm telling you, I'm going to make you better. We all want validation. Oh, that was a good lesson. You did better than your sister. Your mom may say, I can't even parallel park anymore. And parents always say it. I'm like, they did good. You always want to be better than your brother or sister. And I tell you that. You always want to be better. You might feel self-conscious, right? I have cousins that are older than me. And then when they tell me to do something, I do it. My younger cousins, I'm not really going to listen to them. I will sometimes because I can learn. But there's so much that we can unravel. I just want you all to know this. And you just have to stay calm. You got to stay focused. You got to believe in yourself. And you got to have a really, really good coach. You always have to have hope in the future because when you're done with me, you're going to be back to your parent, your guardian. And they have to make time for you. If they don't make time for you, you won't learn. And that's one of the biggest things that I see, them making time for you and just getting better. You have to get better.